our favorite, Marco Rubio.
Mr. Secretary, I know it has been an intense few hours, but so far it does not appear that Iran has yet retaliated against the United States. What intelligence do you have at this point about their capabilities to respond, the intent of their proxies? Is there any kind of command and control structure left to activate them?
Yeah, well, we'll see what Iran decides to do. I think they should choose the route of peace. We've done everything. We have bent over backwards, okay, to create a deal with these people. Steve Witkoff has traveled the world extensively, met with them. Well, not even met with them, met through the Omanis with them and discussed back and forth. We even put an offer to them that they wanted elements of it in writing, and we offered it to them. Very generous offer, by the way.
Oh my God, they offered to put something in writing. Wow, that's incredible. The generosity.
Yeah, it's so generous for your plantation owner to be like, when he says peace, when they say Iran should choose
the route of peace. Choose the route of peace.
They mean Iran should surrender and be our slaves.
Yeah.
That's what peace to them means. Like, all these words are like the opposite of what they're saying.
Yeah, and
no one in their right mind would make peace under those circumstances.
Yeah, exactly. And just a reminder, I mean, we've kind of gone over this, but like Iran was pursuing a peaceful uranium enrichment program, which was meant to deter. It had stuck with the Non-Proliferation Treaty and agreed to the Iran nuclear deal that Trump ripped up. And they were engaging in negotiations that were ongoing when then Israel bombed Iran with the U.S.'s support. And they were meant to be actually on Sunday when that happened, there were supposed to be talks.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No, the whole talks thing is a complete ruse.
Exactly.
This is brute force from a bunch of psychotic tyrants who want the world to bend the knee to them. Right. And anyone who doesn't bend the knee will be killed, and we will keep killing you until you bend the knee. Like, that's the world we live in now. It's the world that the US and Israel have created.
Yeah, it's very peaceful.
It's very scary. Peaceful. Very scary.
We've done it, and we're prepared right now. If they call right now and say, we want to meet, let's talk about this, we're prepared to do that. The president's made that clear from the very beginning. His preference is to deal with this issue diplomatically. But he also told them we had 60 days to make.
I think the evidence exists to the contrary, that his preference was to deal with it diplomatically.
Professional liars.
Yeah.
Progress, or something else was going to happen. And I think they thought they were dealing with a different kind of leader, like the kinds of leaders they've been playing games with for the last 30 or 40 years, and they found out that's not the case. So this mission was a very precise mission. It had 3 objectives, 3 nuclear sites. It was not attack on Iran. It was not an attack on the Iranian people. This wasn't a regime change move. This was designed to degrade and or destroy 3 nuclear sites.
These are like, this guy's a lie. Like, everything he's saying is a lie. Oh, I love that image I stopped on. What a douchebag. Yeah. Everything he said, every word coming out of his mouth is a lie. And you know what I'll add about how brave this man, Marco Rubio, is? He's so brave that when he's not busy justifying the dropping of 30,000-pound bunker buster bombs on peaceful nuclear facilities, he's kidnapping college students for protesting genocide, for saying things he doesn't like and calling them national security risks.
Oh, yeah.
Very brave man. But look at those ears.
I know.
Only a man who looks like that and kidnaps students, kidnaps 19-year-olds. Only someone like that is just the bravest, freedom-loving MAGA man you could ever see. Look at him. Look at him, Katie.
And I agree. And he looks like he has no soul there. But also, I want to express my condolences because, as people may know, condolences to Rubio. Mahmoud Khalil was released on bail. I mean, he should be totally free, but
is Marco Rubio? Have we called and checked in on Marco Rubio?
I know.
That's really scary.
Maybe that's why they bombed Iran. Maybe they knew that was happening, and they were like, "I'm so sad, I'm down. I need something to cheer me up."
Yeah. Well, Mahmoud Khalil's on the loose now. He might protest for human rights. So
then hopefully
I hope everyone's okay. I hope Marco Rubio's okay.
Yeah. Well, obviously, if he starts doing that, you got to deport. By the way, how are we doing on likes? Let's see how we're doing on likes. We got We don't even have half, guys. We need, by the end of this clip, you better bring that number up there. We got over 2,000 people watching, and we have 683 likes. And I know that not over half, more than half of you are hate watching. And you guys, this is really embarrassing. We have a special guest all the way in from Beirut. You need to get those likes up there. I want to see 1,000 by the end of this clip, or else you're going to face the consequences.
Related to their nuclear weaponization ambitions, and that was delivered on yesterday. What happens next will now depend on what Iran chooses to do next. If they choose the path of diplomacy, we're ready. We can do a deal that's good for them, the Iranian people, and good for the world. Yeah. If they choose another route, then there'll be consequences for that.
Okay, so they already chose the path of diplomacy, and while they were engaged in that, you bombed them. Israel bombed them with your support, and then you bombed them directly. So I'm not sure what you're talking about. I don't think I'm not sure if he thinks that anyone is listening to him or paying attention to him. But he does hit all the talking points. I just want to point out the talking points, one of which has already been debunked, and we're going to show a True Social post that shows that. So he says it's not regime change. They're saying that. He says that we're not at war with Iran, but with their nuclear program. And what else what are the other hits?
It's not
regime change, non-attack on Iran, side of peace if they choose peace, as in do nothing about belligerent attacks on them, and there will be consequences. Okay, so let us now go to a very interesting post from Donald Trump on True Social, which kind of undermines the fact that this is not regime change. Whoops, let's take a look. It's not politically correct to use the term regime change, but if the current Iranian regime is unable to make Iran great again, why wouldn't there be a regime change? MAGA, which is make Iran great again.
God help us.
I wonder if Rubio's like, why did you do that after I went on TV and said this isn't regime change?
He'll still lie. He'll still lie. These people, literally, everything that comes out of their mouth is a lie. I believe nothing they say. And it's just a continuation of the Biden administration, by the way. We're working tirelessly for a ceasefire when nothing of the sort was ever happening. These people are liars. Like, every time when I heard Trump, you know what? I knew Trump was going to bomb this weekend for a few reasons. One was because people with good sources thought he was going to bomb this weekend, but also he said that he was going to give it 2 weeks. I was like, that's a ruse. Right. That means he's going to bomb this weekend. Like, you assume they mean the opposite of almost everything they say.
Exactly. Yeah. And Ronnie, I hope you're sitting down. Well, I know you are because I see you right now. But unfortunately, Mahmoud Khalil has already attended a protest.
Is Marco Rubio okay?
I know.
Has the world ended?
Yeah. For him.
I've heard that on like the hierarchy of things that are dangerous to the world. First, it's Iran getting a nuclear weapon. Second is Mahmoud Khalil attending a protest. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
That is really
very scary moment. Everybody go to your shelters.
Yep.
Yeah.